But as we mentioned,
is up higher.
Ponce bringing the red corner. He steps in wearing red, white, and blue. He weighed in at an identical 127 pounds. He enters the ring an undefeated fighter with 20 victories. 16 of those victories coming by way of knockout.
Good luck.
Recently, a few years back,
period where he was becoming fun to watch anymore. Win looks good now. Gamboa was less than responsible defense and meter.
and now that both how their gloves
are below the regular wrist area and you pull it back, it takes the lower on.
to turn an 8-ounce glove into a 6-ounce glove.
Yes, you pull the weight back down the stretch. He's keeping a good time.
Experienced in Gamboa.
He's now Ponce de Leon.
On the losing to give him confidence, Harold Leonard felt that he had done a prospect with a lot of talent.
And may have won. Yes.
Middle of the
go to the outside of his.
To slug when he gets inside to Ponce de Leon and threw a few more as well. The 8-1 favorite.
Leon reminds me of Mitch. Has a feel for a meeting about changing the speed of his punches and even the direction midair. But here it's not helping him.
Gamboa has decided to assert himself much more up in 45 seconds. Walked right into it.
Much as you can get Gamboa.
But I mentioned that, Jim, because about his changing punches in midair, and that's really the only way he has to beat.
Room for his punches.
Free Allen Huggins on that looping punch from the outside. Right hand in return by Gamboa.
Fighting this way, I'm surprised that Ponce is doing.
Ponce de Leon. Gamboa came.
The lead that Lopez has.
Lopez's great punch is his very quick right counter right hook that he never saw coming.
To do his 4-6 check.
I love the trade because 12 out of 31. Gamboa. Little by little. Gamboa. Good. Going for Gamboa some significant shots by Ponce de Leon.
Wow.
It's very unpredictable for Gamboa, and he's doing very well, believe it or not, even though he looks a little good, and Gamboa has not been able to get a good rhythm of his own yet.
Living off his timing.
Not matching him speed for
round.
Better in middle stages of his career.
The best technical boxers of recent years.
He didn't have speed, he had great timing.
They must have the timing, they must have a delivery system. Julio Cesar, by the way, both Klitschko brothers.
And there's another left hand over the Harold, how do you have it through 3?
I'll tell you, Jim, I get a 3-0, 30-27. The guy's got very heavy hands. A heck of a lot. On the other, he hurts you. And when you're judging a fight, you're up close. You got to judge velocity. What Gamboa is doing. 3-0, Yuriorkis Gamboa.
I agree with
There you go. There you go.
Paid it early, but I don't know that he's actually won a round.
And I understand Harold
fast. He misses the punch completely.
Gamboa, responsible defender. The upper stratospheres of the
hardcore, the odd punching power, right, vulnerable than Sergio Martinez and Donaire and Mayweather. And
so far.
Yeah, he needs a few more performances.
This is the way he should fight all the way through.
Like this like he's fighting at the moment.
Yeah. You look at Ponce de Leon's eyes and you see him.
They both fight.
Able to move on a southpaw moving.
Gamboa.
They didn't leave you that way. But as you mentioned, they're a little farther along in their pro careers than him.
Hard right hand by Gamboa momentarily wobbled Ponce de Leon. Ponce de Leon walked into it.
Bad balance. That was when he was hit, but I don't think he was.
And Gamboa, for his instinct. And it's sometimes
called fights in spurts.
Maybe too many amateur fights in that.
They would say, well, you're up for a while and run to keep the points up.
I think as a professional, a certain system, it can leave an impact, an imprint on the way you fight.
But I tell you what, I can tell you that. He's taking the best shots from Gamboa, and he's clean blows right now at this time.
He comes to bring everything he's got. The looping punch from Ponce de Leon damage as perfect illustration of what Harold Letterman told you before.
Ponce has his respect to the point. With Harold, though, Gamboa's
brought back. Watch Yuriorkis midway through the 6th round of their fight. You recently did.
And Freddie Roach and Nacho Bet in front of a giant TV screen showing fights.
Tremendous.
Very interesting, especially when they got up and agreed to be posed in certain positions at key moments, and their trainers came and
saying Manny knows.
But you put the knockdowns in it.
The first one was a draw. Gamboa, Ponce de Leon landed his own left hand.
Gamboa's home, but then following up with some a quick combination to show him, well, I'm able to hit you when I want.
And still a respect for Ponce de Leon as his fights run on. That I've saw him in as a professional.
Ponce de Leon is very businesslike in his approach here.
But Gamboa has not ever he wants to do it.
Gamboa back from a low.
Punches of Gamboa being a lot more effective than Ponce de Leon. Just shortness compared to long, and he's looping punches. But right here, you see right here, Ponce de Leon, even when he misses the punch.
The hardest shots for the outside. He's a very good ring general. You know, his distance is perfect. He just keeps the fight far. Use that herky-jerky style. He used that doing it there. Very, very.
Of when, and at least on Harold's card, here's Gamboa in a less than spectacular performance. He was once
Who has held the world title for whatever that might be worth at any given moment, and some of them are completely worthless.
You know, he's got two very right now that he's fighting Gamboa.
That Ponce de Leon Tarahumar, there was a terrific book about him published here in Miles Barefoot, a corn beer by the barrel, achieved the envy of any Skid Row drunk, and yet they go out and work the next day. Culture all worthy. Lived in East Los Angeles, and almost all Mexican community once run. That's astonishing.
Southpaw a couple times.
Do what he wants to. He has that.
If that's the case, he
Step it
increased the
up. Step
offensive
it.
output.
I agree with you.
Shutout for Gamboa. It's a shutout.
Gamboa's pitching a shutout and an occasional compress. In the Solis fighter. Here he's a superb performance that makes you start.
Date of a scheduled 12 in Cuba and the United States in the blue against Daniel Ponce de Leon. Gamboa trying to cement his status as the #1 featherweight in the world, and so far doing it against a spirited. Let's take a look at the headbutt. Bang. Conventional fighter against a southpaw. Both guys trying to be offensively aggressive at times. It's the kind of thing which was bound to happen.
Okay.
They're going to stop it.
Under the unified rules, which is what they're fighting.
And Shafiq Rashada, I don't know his power shot.